Hi and welcome to No Second Season. It's been a long time since I did a video, around 3 months, and the reason for that is because I was supposed to go bike packing, but I haven't. After I left Caballo Blanco, one moment, there's someone at the door wanting to come in. It's little Molly Mitzi Manuka. So that is the main reason, or she is the main reason, I've not actually done anything for months. When I left Caballo Blanco, I came to Sarah's olive farm in the Los Guajares mountains. I was supposed to be here 3 weeks, and some events happened. She has a dispute with her neighbour. He doesn't live here, but he has an adjoining piece of land, and they had a dispute, and I wanted to stay and support her through that. And I was working on her land. I've done all sorts of jobs and I really enjoyed it, and I love being here, and I love Sarah. She's fab. On the 9th of September, Molly, the puppy, this puppy, she turned up as a 6-week-old little dot. And she was supposed to be here 1 week. Now, she's been here since the 9th of September, so that's exactly 3 months because it's the 9th of December today. So most of my time has been spent looking after Molly, and I absolutely adore her. She's a foster puppy, and she was supposed to leave here after a week, as I said, but she actually leaves tomorrow. Sadly, in these 3 months, I fell totally in love with her, but it's too late for me to say I'll take her. She goes to her forever home tomorrow, and probably I'll never see her again. If things were different, if I'd have had a home, a job, a car, the normal things you need to support a family, I'd have said straight away I'll have her. But over these months, I fell more and more in love with her. And I'm going to be I am, and Sarah is so devastated that she's leaving tomorrow. So the idea was I'll come here 3 weeks, and then it'll be mid-September, and I'll go off bike packing. And I haven't done that. If I can find a day between now and January, when the weather's nice, I might just do an overnighter bike packing little tour. We are actually on a COVID lockdown. We're locked down to our municipalities in Spain. Ours consists of these mountains and 3 small villages. So I'll be riding around these mountains. They're beautiful. I'll take you outside and show you shortly. This is Snoopy. He's an old boy. He's got an injured back, so he can't walk very well. There's 3 other dogs as well. I'll introduce you to those. This is the Cortijo. It's beautiful. The views are stunning. It's terraced land. These are the olives. And we're actually surrounded by them. So this is one terrace, or set of terraces. There's others behind the house and down the side of the house. As you can imagine, it's not been a chore staying here. It's absolutely gorgeous. But I will be leaving early January, lockdown dependent of course, if flights are still happening. So if I'm going to do some bike packing, I need to do it in the next few weeks once Molly's gone. In my time at Cortijo de Tajos, I've been doing some of this. Hi, so due to the pruning last year, the olive trees aren't producing much this year, but where they are, we're collecting them because Sarah's going to make some oil. So this tree, it only has a few on it. As you can see, they're very juicy. They're lovely big olives. So it's a shame to waste them. Today I've come out on a day trip and I'm at Puntas de los Rios near Ottawa in Andalusia, and it's a gorge with a river running through it and lots of beautiful pools to swim in, and we've been walking for about 20 minutes so far and we've got to this pool. And I've been doing a bit of that. This one carob tree, as you can see, it's dropped many. But we've harvested these ones just from this one tree. And the mills take them because they turn them into dog food. And there's around 8 decent sized carob trees here, but we've only harvested this one. The dogs love the carobs just straight from the tree. Can you, Molly? I like to have little carob picnics with the dogs, so I take them down some now and again. What we got, Molly? I know. Yum, yum. Yum, yum, carobs. You little angel. They do like to have their carob picnic. It's Tia. And Poppy and Molly. Molly, you're stealing. You're stealing poppies. Molly. Unless Snoopy eating his over there. A lot of that. This is Tia. Tia, say hello. And that's Poppy, the crazy Springer. She's the most loving little angel I could have ever hoped to look after. Molly, I love you. I love you. I do. What's this, Mosey? And I'm very sad. This is my last day of play I'll have with her. She doesn't know that she's going away. So I don't want to be sad in front of her. But I'm in bits. I don't want to lose her. Add a little of this. So this pipe had a split in it. So I've just fitted this join. This olive tree actually doesn't need irrigation. But while I'm down here, I'm going to harvest it. It doesn't hold many, but what it has got, because there's a natural spring here, it's getting a lot of water, and the olives are gorgeous. They're very juicy. So I've picked up all of these so far off this tree. Look at all the ones on the floor. And down there, right down there, over these bushes, down the side of that gorge, that is the river, Rio de la Toba, and that's what feeds Sarah's water. There's not many on this tree, but what there is ripe, lovely and ripe, and I'll harvest those as well. Sarah's land is divided into 3 sections, yellow, red and green. And there's one of these large pipes carrying the water, and then it branches off onto each terrace in one of these. So we've just had the green line on. I'm just going to turn the green line off and put the yellow line on, and it's actually already on, but it's got a stop. Lots of stop taps are turned off. So this is the green one. It's going off. The yellow line's on, but shut off elsewhere. This is how much water comes down it. This is the red line, just so you can hear. And at the bottom of the terraces, the pressure is incredible. It's absolutely amazing. I really enjoy doing this irrigation. So now I need to go and turn the yellow taps on. And then all the trees on the yellow terraces, the drippers start working. So the main pipe ends here, down there, someone else's land, Jose's finca, and the river valley is beautiful. And today I should do a little bit of olive harvesting out here. I done some last night. Some trees are ready, some aren't, but I do enjoy it. And I've been doing a bit of that. Someone has run off with the broomstick. Molly, give me it back. Come on, let Auntie Anne do the sweeping. Okay. Oh. So I've actually got a bit done. She doesn't usually let me do any. Little tinker. And if you're thinking of having a rose bed and a puppy, I wouldn't bother. Look at the hole she's dug in it. And I've been doing a bit of that. Around 3 to 4 weeks ago, I picked some olives and I've been trying to soak them in a brine to make them ready to eat. Now, it's not an easy process. You know, if you do it wrong, it's not going to work and they're not going to be edible. But I'm trying. So I have a few jars. And every couple of days you have to change the salt water. So you soak them for around 6 weeks. I'm really not sure if this is working, but I'll get back to you and let you know. A lot of that. I've been doing a bit of this. The Los Guajares municipality comprises of 3 villages and the land above and the mountains. There's Guajar Alto, Guajar Barguit and Guajar Fondon are the 3 pueblos. And there's miles and miles of camino, and rarely do you see a person on them. So I hope to do some bike packing around here. I've been doing a bit of this. An update on the olives. Well, they were a little bit too salty. So I've had them in just plain water for a couple of weeks and put them in the fridge, which has reduced the salt. They're still a little bit salty, but they are edible and I'm enjoying them, particularly the red ones. They are much better than the green ones. Bit salty, but quite delicious. I've been doing a bit of this. It's Saturday the 12th of December. Molly's been gone just over 2 days. I'm not doing too good. Sarah's gone away. So I've just brought Charlie, Poppy and Tia out for a walk in the beautiful mountains. What more could you want to blow away the cobwebs? It's stunning. It's Monday the 14th of December. I'm just taking the 3 dogs out for a walk. Tia, Charlie and Poppy. It's not easy. I can't let them go because I can't trust them not to run off or bark at people. Sarah's having some work done on her pump house. She's having a proper pitch roof put on it and having it rendered. And Jesus is doing it at the moment. So I've done the dog walk, I've played ball with them, and to keep myself busy, I'm going to put some joiners in some of the water pipes. These. So Sarah got a guy over one day to come and do some work on the farm, and he was supposed to bury these 2 pipes. Unfortunately, he's not done a very good job. So I'm going to pull them up. I'm going to have to replace a join that we put in hurriedly because he actually put his mattock through one of the pipes and there was water going everywhere, and we didn't have any new joins. We used an old one which is leaking, which is down here. So I'm going to replace this on the yellow line, and this is the red line. That also needs a join in it because it has a join that is leaking, but I've got to find it. A consequence of the guy putting his tool through the pipe and bursting it is that it was then too short to join, so it's only just long enough. So it's going to be a bit of a bugger to put a new join on. I think I'll do that first. Hi, it's the 7th of January now. Christmas and New Year has been and gone, and the 3 Kings Day they celebrate here has just passed yesterday. It's not always sunny here. We have rain and cloud. We really need it. It's only rained 4 days since I've been here, and I've been here 5 months. Come on in, Charlie. As you might see, I've got my arm in a sling. I had a bit of a wheelbarrow incident a couple of days ago, and then I decided to work with whatever it is, muscle or tendon damage, and I had a bad night last night, so I've put it in a sling to try and make myself rest it. I've managed to build my bike up. It's ready to go bike packing. So after this rain, which is due to last 4 to 5 days, I'm going to try and get a quick overnighter or a couple of nights away bike packing in Los Guajares mountains. I'm not sure if that's going to happen, but we will see.
Send a little bit of your love my way, and I'll send mine back to you. Well, just can't you see that it's now or never? So baby, won't you?
It's the 18th of January. It's my last day in Los Guajares. Just come out for a walk with Sarah and the dogs. Charlie has found himself a little morsel to eat. Here's a deer's leg. Poppy wants a bit too. But Charlie's really scared we're going to take it off him, so he keeps running away. But eventually I managed to get him on the lead. Little stinker. He's very pleased with himself. Hi, today is something like the 24th of January, and it feels like I'm never going to go bike packing again, because in Spain I didn't get to go bike packing. I'd built my bike up. I had hurt my shoulder, as I said before. It still hurts, but on the Saturday morning I was going to go. I had a cold. So I was deliberating, but thinking I will definitely go that afternoon. And then I learned my flight to Barcelona was cancelled. And so it took 3 days to organise me and my bike and my luggage getting to Barcelona to catch my flight to Australia. So here I am, after 5 flights and some stress, in a rather plush hotel in Melbourne. It's absolutely beautiful. Fantastic cityscape view of the modern architecture, the river, the freeway. It's all quite wonderful, and I'm in a 2-week quarantine here. Unfortunately, although it's beautiful, this room, absolutely fab, I don't have a window that opens. That'd be my only complaint if I was going to complain, which I'm not. So I'm in here. I'm not allowed to sit outside at all, not outside the door 1 step. Food is provided, and it's wonderful food. It's freshly cooked. It's really healthy. So no complaints here. I couldn't think of a better place to be quarantined for 2 weeks. So I'm just doing all sorts of little jobs. I'm doing yoga morning and night, doing lots of admin because I'm here for good now. And unfortunately, bike packing is going to have to wait until I get settled. So A is here, back in his box. It was hell of a job getting him to Barcelona because not all airlines are like EasyJet and Ryanair. You don't just click a box and pay 50 quid and take a bike. And the only flight I could get went from Granada to Madrid, Madrid to Barcelona. The Granada flight was late, so I missed my connection in Madrid. So that was all a drama. But I got here. When I got on the plane in Barcelona to come to Singapore, it had a quick stop in Milan. And up to Milan, I was the only person on the aeroplane It was fabulous. Unfortunately, I'd had to pay for business class to actually secure a flight. Anyway, so I was in business class. But yeah, it was wonderful with the captain saying, "Morning, Mrs. Hart, this is your captain speaking." It was quite special. And in fact, it was my birthday. And I'm so glad they didn't notice it was my birthday, because I couldn't have stood any more pampering. So it was wonderful. In Milan, 7 people got on the plane. 2 of them were in business class. And then in Singapore, there was around 7 in business class and about 20 in economy, and that was it. Singapore airport, very well organised. You're guided everywhere with people in gowns and masks, etc. And on arrival in Australia, they've got their COVID strategy down to an art. You're guided everywhere. It was quite time consuming. We landed around 9 and didn't get to the hotel till around 1. But even at that time in the morning, all the staff were chirpy and happy and with good humour. They guided us through the process and got us into our rooms. So well done, Australia. You've got it nailed. If only Europe had locked down properly, we wouldn't be in this mess, would we? So this is my second day of quarantine, and so far no complaints. Unfortunately, you can't see how hot it is, but it's about 36 degrees and this window is hot to the touch. It's very dirty actually, needs a wash. It's later in the day now. The sun has started to go down, so it's cooling. It's looking rather nice out there. I was so very sad to leave Spain. I've grown very fond of Sarah and very fond of the 4 dogs. It was quite emotional when the plane landed, because I've not been able to say goodbye to anyone in the UK because I couldn't get back there. Leaving Sarah, leaving the dogs, losing Molly. I had quite a blub as the plane landed. Hopefully next time you see me, it'll be in a bike packing video, or at least a trail riding video. So I'll close this video here. Bye for now. Be seeing you soon.
Apprenons le cha-cha-cha.